Hello and welcome to Finestro Cycles by Nitin Bhandari. This is a live update during the market hours. So I started a new experiment today to give the live updates during the market time and what is happening to the market during when it is trading. So you know the rules today. We have the basic rules about how we look at the candles. So this was a high yesterday, and today's candle is an inside candle between yesterday's high. Uh, so yesterday's high was 350, and today's high is also exactly at 350. Now today's low is way above yesterday's low. So this could be an important high and low for tomorrow, as we know that we are in the month end last week of the month. So this is a monthly expiry for the all the options and futures for the all not only indexes but stocks as well. So right now Venus square Neptune is in effect, and if we see that is exact today, so Venus is right now here and Neptune is here. So it has crossed today early morning and now it is gone. But the effect is still there because it's hardly a few degrees apart. The important point now to note, this is a reversal date. This is a Gann reversal date. And if we check where it is falling, where it is coming from, so then we can understand that how important this line is. So this is a new cycle reversal date here. So you look at here. So what does this mean? It means that tomorrow's high and tomorrow's low will be very important with respect to today's high and today's low. So if tomorrow it opens with today's above today's high, there is a possibility still we have a target of 18,600, 18,540. Tomorrow is again a reversal date. Keep this in mind because this is a different color line. This is also reversal date, but this reversal date is coming from the long back, the previous cycle, the bigger cycle. And more important point, today's midpoint is 18,274. Let me magnify this so we can see that how what is the exact midpoint for today. So today's midpoint is 18,276. This line is important. This is a Mars price line. It is a planetary line which tells us that who is in the control, who is the boss today. Another important level to keep in mind, previous charged zone war of Mars and Pluto that is falling at 18,250. So that's important now. So for tomorrow, these all things are very important, being a monthly expiry. Now we'll see a hourly chart which can give us a little bit that where it is heading for tomorrow. So this is a hourly chart right now, and if we see, so the stochastics have curled down. Still they are into bullish zone, but they have curled down. And for tomorrow, this line is very important, which is 18,102. And another important line is 18,088. You know that why it is important, but again I will tell. And the reason behind being that line important is this is a first reaction high, which is here 18,088. So somehow if this high is survived, then we are safe and we can go higher. But if we are done with this high, then we are into trouble because this current cycle right now is in the last phase. And I have repeatedly told many times that whenever a cycle is in the last phase, sharp move happens on the both the sides. So it started a rally, it rallied for 2 days. It can rally up to 10 days, but it started a rally, it rallied for 2 days, and now today we see a sell off. The stochastics, they are still into bullish zone. They are telling that it wants to go higher and it is still in bullish zone. But for me, it looks like tomorrow morning also the market can remain subdued, maybe till tomorrow afternoon, till moon doesn't change sign from Cancer to fiery sign Leo, and that would happen tomorrow. I think tomorrow around 2 p.m. So until 2 p.m., not even 2 p.m., 2:15, 14:15. So that would be the time. Even 14:15 is not working, so 14:30. Let's see. Yeah. So if I do exact timing, that goes to, yeah. So 2:40 p.m. till tomorrow 2:40 p.m. there is a possibility this market may be subdued, or maybe it may not show the strength which it should show. So this is for Nifty right now. The hourly chart doesn't look good. The daily chart, even though it is inside candle, the midpoint is quite higher, and we are in the monthly expiry, so looks a difficult day tomorrow. Look at the Bank Nifty. What is happening into the Bank Nifty? So as we are talking, the Bank Nifty uh, is trading at 40,923, and it has not reached the projected price target of 42,410, and it started selling off. Now this line is a current cycle reversal date, which is falling tomorrow. This is a current cycle reversal date. If I draw it from here, and we can see it, so this is a current cycle reversal date today only, not tomorrow. So this current cycle reversal. Now, if we see the Bank Nifty structure and we see whether it has broken yesterday's high or low, then it can give us a little bit understanding what is happening here. So yesterday's high was 41,424 and low was 876. The high was 386. So yesterday's high is not broken by the Bank Nifty, and the low is still intact as we speak at 9:15. Another 5 minutes left, but still it is intact. So on a reversal date, it is making a inside candle. The same thing what is happening to the Nifty is applicable here. So how you place, yeah, how you trade on your position on this. So I will be skeptical on the long side as long as it is below 41,227. Below 40,300, it goes for a complete sell off. It turns bearish for short term. As long as it is holding this, still the benefit is there on the long side. We have entered at 37,000, 38,000 levels, so still we are good, but keep strict stop losses if you are still long. Tomorrow it must cross this high, these 2 days high, to show some power. We still, there is a time and price for still there is a time for our price target, which is 43rd November by 42,371. So still there is a juice on that. So we'll see the quickly on the stocks. So we start with the usual one, Axis Bank. So this is a huge candle, today's candle. And yesterday video, I think I mentioned that this here, this is a struggle zone. When it opened with a gap, that was the time one could have thought of exiting it. That is how I again and again reiterate my point that the risk management is the key. You should know that where to stop. You should know how to protect your stop losses. Now this retracement looks like more than 61%. This is a huge candle. So time being, the structure of the Axis Bank is now looks like nothing great. It must close above the 800 mark as earliest as possible to regain the strength. Otherwise, what can happen? How much it can fall? It has already reached the price target. The earlier price target was here, but now if I draw a new pretty point, which is from, if I draw a new pretty point from this high to this high, and if I project it from this low, it has already broken. The time was in the month, in the next month, first week of November, but it has broken today only, which suggests it is a into real danger on the downside. The only positive thing I can see in the Axis Bank right now is it is holding on the midpoint. This is a monthly midpoint, and it is also holding on the weekly support. So tomorrow, watch it. If it closes below 780, which is likely that this candle is not look, there will be huge volume, and though we are in the rollover month, so maybe people would have sold it today and maybe buy tomorrow for doing a rolling in a efficient way. But right now, below 786, it is into real danger on the downside. On the retracement side, if we see from here to here, and if we check, so it has not crossed 781. So that was the point. Earlier videos also, long back we started buying around these levels, and now it is again reaching that level. So 780 and below, it goes for a complete sell off. So this is the Axis Bank. Yesterday, I think I mentioned about the Asian Paint, and look at it, what happened today. So those who bought, manage your risk. It has rallied sharply, but this is also, I think, closing exactly at the midpoint. So manage your risk if you're long here. Bajaj Finserv, you know that my view last 3 days back before the results, I started talking about Bajaj Finance and Bajaj Finserv. I don't like the structure of this stock at the and look at these candles. If I average it out and see these candles, that doesn't look good. They are really into trouble right now. Another important one is ITC. So ITC, we caught it properly. We perfectly got it, and it is coming off little bit. It is coming off, but I'm still holding. I'll see if it breaks 230, 232. Maybe part profit you can book, as we got it at the bottom around 230, 231. So that could be something which you can look for booking a part profit. This is for ITC. Now we go back to our list as we go. Another stock which Yeah, Bank of Baroda. Yes. So again, it has made a double top here, not double top, but it is finding a exact high. Both the highs are similar. This monthly line is now acting as a rope, so it is trying to keep moving up. The stochastics are still at they've just entered into overbought zone. They are not exhausted. So still there is a lot of juice on the upside. I will say below 100 or below 97, those are the levels for ITC to keep your uh, uh, stop losses or risk management. Not the ITC, Bank of Baroda, because we picked up it at a very low level, I think, and then we had a good run. We had this price target of 104, which has came before the time. So whenever a price is achieved way before the time, it means this stock is in a hurry to go up, and the same happens on the downside. So right now it looks good. Manager risk 97 and 100 are the targets, your stop losses. Now Bharti, again, let's start with the daily chart of the Bharti. Now you understand why I give so much of emphasis to these important weekly Gann trend change lines. Yesterday it just touched it, it got sold out. Today also it touched, not even touched, it went all the way, I think 714 or 716 it went today, 713. And the line for this is 710. The Mars line who controls, who tells who is the boss, is 705. Both the lines somebody is protecting. I don't know why, but somebody doesn't want this stock to go higher, and somebody is trying to protect this level of 705 and 710. Keep an eye on this. The stochastics are just curling up from the neutral zone, so which has a potential for the upside. But as long as it is holding below 705, 71, 711, That's a bit of concern for me right now. This is a hourly chart, and we can see if there is some hint from here how much it can fall or how much it can rally, what is the levels. So I don't see a clear structure here, though it is trying to. Okay, so let's do this one, and let's draw a pretty point and see if we can get a time and price here. So the price is still 722, but the time we exhausted the time, which means this structure is not so bullish. So we have to draw another pretty point and see if this looks good tomorrow, because this is a week, your monthly option expiry, and the monthly option expiry, I have witnessed many times there is a huge churning. So churning is, uh, they don't go zero. They don't sell everything and shut the shop. So they buy a stock and then they pump it up and then dump the current month, or they sell the current month, drop it huge, and buy at the next month at the lower level. That's how they make money there also, because they are smart. They have the power. They have the money. So they are smart guys. So tomorrow 720 for tomorrow is the zone for Bharti Airtel. And what is the time for tomorrow? That falls 12 p.m. around 12 p.m. It is telling about 720 zone. Let's see if it happens or not. This is a short term trend, but long term, as I mentioned, Bharti is trying to find a support here. It should not break this 690 line. It's an important line. It should not break. There is an aspect. This aspect has happened in the past. So this software gives me the price projection of the future also on this day of the aspect what has happened on the past. So we can see that it opened at 670. It went a high of 688, and it went a low of 668, and it went high at 686. So tomorrow, for any chance, if Bharti opens with a huge gap or open downward, there is a probability based on this study of the astrology with the Bharti Airtel in the past that it can rally up again in the end. So watch it for tomorrow. Britannia, I think day before yesterday, I think I mentioned that it looks good. Today also it went higher to 50 60 bucks, and then it came off, but still it has managed to close above the previous day high, which is 369 very very small margin, not a big one, but still it has managed to close. Now I would see if it can cross, it can hold 3690 level for tomorrow. If it is holding 3690, this to me looks like it wants to go sharply higher. It has a potential for the big up move. So this is a Britannia. Then HDFC Bank. HDFC Bank. So again, somehow now it is at the important price line. This line it is not able to make it. So I don't know. This is a confusing right now. Still, as long as it is holding above 1622, I will not sell it off, or at least this line is important, which is 1635. So there are two ways to manage your position. We bought at the quite low level. We'll trail it the way I taught in the earlier videos. Don't give back more than 33% of your profits. And another thing you can do is, uh, we can see the hourly chart, and that can give us a little bit understanding. So this is a 15-minute chart. Let me see what is happening hourly chart, because my bias for this stock still is a bit positive for short term, but hourly chart is suggesting that there is a problem in this stock right now. So stochastics are also into bearish zone. So I'm not. I may on tomorrow open. I may. trim my longs here in this stock, because below 1632 on hourly also it will look ugly, and on daily it is already suggesting me that it is not holding, it is not holding at the higher levels. So then there is a problem. If it can survive these two lines, which is 1632 and 1625, still my targets are sharply higher for this. We'll discuss. Let me see first that yeah, it is holding at these levels and it wants to go higher. The stochastics are into neutral zone, so that is another uh, possibility that it can turn either way. If it starts selling off, it will sharply fall. But if it curls up, it goes above 1675 or 1656 zone, then again it will start moving up. Now HDFC. So again, I was a little bit positive on HDFC, but today I managed my position well. And once it hit the monthly line, and once it hits the monthly line, and once your hourly chart start telling me, starts telling you that it is near the top. So this is a time 12 o'clock. It hit the monthly line, and if you see today's tweet, I think there were two times I gave. One time was some 10:37 a.m. Market Nifty rallied from there at 70 points from that low, and then at 12, these all heavyweights, few of the heavyweights, I will show more examples. They started selling off. So if you remember my what I say, apart from just the analysis, the psychology and the other part, that index don't fall initially. First, the heavyweights, they manage the position very smartly. First, they will build the position on the heavyweights, and then at the end they will hammer the index by hammering the other stocks. So look at that. They hold the index all the way, all time here, by rigging it, by managing the position, and then suddenly they started the selling off. So this was, I was long on this position, but now I exited today because it hit the monthly. On the hourly it gave me the signal, and look at it. So on the closing basis, it has market has closed 10 minutes back. On the closing basis also, if you see, the stochastics have curled down. And again, this is the candle for tomorrow. This is the aspect in the past, what has happened in the past. These are important lines, these are important aspects. So these aspects are what? They are the aspect with the, when the eclipse happens, there is a degree in the price that get activated, and once that is activated, the price of any stock or asset class, it gets attracted to those zones. So let's see what has happened on the 9th September. So 9th September, it opened at 2819, it went low 2815, it went high 2855, and it closed at 2850. So expect tomorrow also some kind of churning in this. And if my reading is correct, and if this has already happened today, look at this candle and this candle, they look pretty similar. They don't look different. A little bit body is different, but still they look pretty similar. But tomorrow, watch it. I'm not bullish. I'll buy again once it crosses about 29, or it starts moving above this high, which is 29.50. HDFC Life. Okay, so Life was showing some life today, but then again, it the 700 mark, which is psychological mark. No, somebody wanted, and they pumped it to 700, sold it off. So still there is a problem. The price wise we have achieved, but time wise we still have a downside left to 670 zone, or maybe the time at least. So it may rig for some more days. When to go long or when to convincingly go long. Today also, I think I put on that it looks good to me. So when I put, it was around 693 or 694. It went to 700, and that was a 6 rupees gain, which is a good one for a day. And then it started selling off. So if you know how to manage position, you would have made money today. So liver again, Hindustan liver. Yesterday, we 3 days back, I think we picked it. It went up 40, 50 rupees. Today it got sold off. This was a reversal date. So again, danger of falling further. These lines are still open, so I may not be further long if it is going below 2390. That's my stop loss. It has a potential for 2320 or maybe 2360. The stochastics have again curled down, so which means a sharp downward move uh, to shaken all the lower level longs which bought here. So your risk reward is still very small. So still look at these levels, and maybe those are the better levels to go on. Then ICICI Bank, my view is same. I mentioned that this line is achieved. So it may not drop, it may not rally, it may just consolidate for some time. Um, it has moved sharply higher. It has gained big time. So stochastics have curled down. So I would see, and maybe I'll trail my position instead of jumping and buying new here. Maybe trailing is a better option than the buying new. Selling short, I will not suggest selling short because this has gone into new trajectory right now. So it's not a good idea. So watch it and wait for a lower level to buy it. And if you're holding, trail it. IndusInd Bank results are today. I don't know what will happen to the results. I'm not expert on that. But the problem is it has closed below the weekly line, which is 1148. It has found support on the lower level breakout line. So this is a little bit of positive thing, but still, I will wait and see tomorrow how it behaves. If the market thinks, see the results are good or bad. This is an analyst they talk. So yesterday people said Axis Bank result is excellent. They are good. But what happened to the stock today? So what the market should also accept it that yes, this is a good result. Then only it works. So follow your numbers, follow your lines. That is more important. You don't know what the market will do, what the result will be, how the result will be interpreted. If you know your system, that will always be helpful to you. So this level I was warning 1187, and see it has not sustained. So it is already 50 rupees down. So even if the result is pretty good, and if it opens up above here, you can buy with a stop loss below this, or if it opens sharply higher, then still you know that which numbers are there. But on the downside, if you ask me, what could be, it could be very ugly. If the results are bad, it could be as low as 1000. But there will be small support here, which is 1095 1100 mark. And suppose the result is good, so how much it can rally, that also we can get it right now. So we should know that where it can go if the results are good. So in this result season, if you see, the few results are pretty good, the market is taking it good and it is rallying sharply, and few being good still being sold off. So here, if on the upside, 1270 is our target, and the time for 1270 is 11th November. So that's how it is. So you keep these things in the mind for understanding. Infosys, it looks like it wants to go higher. These two candles are suggesting it wants to go higher. Still, we have a time for. Uh, Still, we have a time. The price is already achieved. So time for reversal is around 8 9 November, but time price is already achieved, and looks like it wants to go higher. So again, there is something happening here also. The same candle here also. So watch it, how it works tomorrow. To my mind, below this, it will be bearish. If it is not below this, I think it has a potential for maybe 1800 or 1850 zone. So there has to be some balance out. ITC I already covered. Kotak Bank, you know that why I'm yesterday also I was skeptical on the long side at these levels. Though I bought the puts and I got stopped out, but still my view is uh, that it has a potential for the downside because it is already everything is in the price. So I don't know if it what will be the next level. So I may not short it. I'll wait for entry on the long because we started picking at 1700 and still our rule for exiting is not there, though the aggressive people can exit. So maybe the exit point is way below, so then you can take the short term charts and short term indicators to get it. But quickly, if you ask me how much it can fall and what will be the time, so I will take the this recent high, which is here, and draw a pretty point and see how much it can. So the fall is not much, 2120 around, and the time is around second week of November. We'll cover it later. Larson, it was looking good. It is looking good. It is into neutral zone. But tomorrow, if it starts falling and the stochastic go below, I think there is a problem to this as well. And if we see what is the time and price, so it has already reached the zone around 1750 is the level. That could be the zone where it can come. Lupin looks like it wants to go higher, but it is not. It is not showing the strength it should show, and it has been consolidating. So it has to show clear breakout with the volumes. Maruti done yesterday. We spoke about it. Watch this level. It is very important level to watch 7250. Still, there is a downside juice here. It is closing at the weekly line. So keep in mind what happens if the weekly line is given up. McDowell. What happened to the McDowell while I started? Oh God, that's a huge. Is it true? Oh, cool. So the McDowell yesterday, I think I mentioned that it looks good, and today only 100 rupees more. Superb. So is it fake or correct? Maybe later on I'll be able to check it, but right now it doesn't look like. So let me see and let me see on the that what has happened to the McDowell on the real time. Uh, that really has shot up or it's just a fake? Yeah, so it has rallied 48 bucks. That's a good one. And what has happened in the options of the McDowell? So huge short covering. So that was a sign. So that's a that looks good. So yesterday already we spoke about this that it can rally sharply, and it gave a path to the higher levels. Now it has a potential. Yesterday's video, go back and check. I spoke that once it gives the confirmation, the price targets are way higher. So this stock looks superb. What else is left now? McDowell done. Nifty we have spoken about. RBL Bank is above 200 Gann psychological level. It doesn't have. It has not reached the price target, but it has crossed the line of the price target, which doesn't mean anything is there. So we still have a juice of 220 by what date? It is somewhere in the second week of November. Reliance, now you will wonder why these levels are important. This circle is still there. Again, price came back to this level 2620, 2625. So, stochastics now today has entered into bearish zone. I'm skeptical. Watch tomorrow below 2600 or 2590. It can go for free fall. State Bank, we had a target of 525 or 532. It is achieved today. Today it has closed below the midpoint, so I think it is at the big risk of selling off tomorrow. And today is the first time it penetrated the monthly line and it has not closed. So this looks like this line is repelling this prices of SBI. So be careful. Stochastics are still no, they have entered into bearish zone today. So stochastics have given up. So they need to curl up again. So tomorrow, what will be the levels for tomorrow? 520 and above. It's a long below 520. I think it has a potential for falling back to 480. Tata Motors, I don't know. It's just a zigzag. I don't see a pattern here. It is at the lifetime high. So let it break out, let it consolidate more and break out, then we'll see. And finally, TCS. TCS is okay. So this is hourly chart. So hourly chart is suggesting it has entered bearish zone. It has been into the neutral zone all the day. Again, it has entered into bearish zone. And as per this chart, what is the price target it can come on the hourly. So let's see if it how much it can fall tomorrow if it falls. So the time has already reached today. It is not fallen. The price is 3460. So keep a stop loss below if you're long, if you entered long below 3440 or so. This is a hourly chart, but once I change it to daily, the things will be different. And daily chart is still suggesting it wants to go higher. So it's a good risk reward on the upside than the downside. So manage your risk. I like this stock. I like the structure. Below 3450, I'm not bullish. So guys, that's all this video I tried to put on the live. So I'm thinking to put the live videos maybe during the market hours when I see something is important. So I'll start during the market hours. So it is better for you guys to, it will be better for you guys to take decisions, and if it can help in your trading. The another important thing I want to say, that what uh, I am not able to see the chat and your questions because I'm already analyzing. To see your chats and question, I have to go to the YouTube, and that disrupts my analysis part. So that breaks the fluency. So I will answer the questions later on, not now. So let's see. When we started, market was still trading. So the Bank-Nifty closing is, so Bank Nifty closing is 842 is the low, 851 it is closed, and yesterday's low was 876. So Bank Nifty has broken yesterday low, not a good sign. And what has happened to the Nifty? Nifty is still the same. Nifty has not done any changes. Nifty is still the same, but it is way below the 258 mark, and also below this 255 zone, 258, but still it has outperformed. Looks like not outperformed, it's a 1 is to 3 is the ratio. It's almost same in the Nifty and Bank Nifty. So this is all for today. Maybe tomorrow during the market time, I'll try and give some kind of live 2 3 minutes or 5 minutes video, or maybe on the start of the day I'll give the zone analysis, which can you can get the understanding what can happen to the market in the day. I'll see various permutation combinations depending on my time schedule. So until then, stay safe, stay healthy. Tomorrow is a monthly expiry. Again, be careful. There will be a lot of rigging and a lot of churning in the portfolios, and the the aspect for tomorrow remains same. This is a time 249 moon changes sign and enters into a trading sign. So be careful, be watchful. There could be huge move tomorrow as well. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. Now I'm shutting this live update. So